Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Michael Marks Terrell. Remember, everyone, don't give stupid people your energy, okay? Don't. Take my advice. Let go and let God deal with them, okay? Don't tell me no. You can do it. Drink water, okay? Ah, boy. I should go to my bed, but I just want to come by and say hello and see if anybody needs me. Let me see something here. Wonder if my shit left already. Sunday. Cool. Hey Virgo, what's up, sweetie? All right? Feeling better today? Hope. Feeling better? Good. Watching a movie? Oh, great. I was just watching baseball game. That was it. My day was good. I didn't do absolutely nothing, which was great. Finally, I actually didn't do anything. I came on here during the day. I came on here for like maybe an hour and a bit. Like early this afternoon, I came on here like lunchtime for an hour and a bit, talk some shit, and then I pretty much relaxed, went in the pool for a bit. Yeah, I wasn't really gonna come on, but I came on during the day for a bit, and I forced myself not to do anything, which was good because I really need to take a break. I've been going nonstop, so took the last. Well, yesterday I cleaned my apartment. Today I didn't do anything. I cooked. That was probably the only energy I wasted was cooking, but that's about it. Hung out with my nephews for a bit, and that's it. I didn't even leave the house. I didn't. Well, I went to the post office this morning, and that was it. Pretty much. I didn't do anything else. Hey, Jocelyn, how you doing? So yeah, I pretty much didn't do anything today, which is great. Talk shit to my sister. She came home. We was talking about her ex-husband and how stupid he is, and that was pretty much it. We got some more karmic news from him, and that was it. Yeah, I feel good. Yeah, I feel good. I didn't do anything today, so when I don't do anything, I feel better. It's when I work, is when I feel my pain in my body. But that's why I'm glad the last 2 days I didn't do anything. Because I got to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm done too much. I pretty much like finished the closet, my sister's closet. I just have the small one to do, but she doesn't need that right away. So I told her I'm taking the next couple of days off. I'm taking the weekend off. I'm not doing anything. I really need to like force myself to take a break. I've been going nonstop. So I mean, I like working, but I also don't like pain, and I don't like to like overdo it. So yeah, it was nice. I was in the pool for like over an hour today, from like 7, like just before 7 o'clock. I went in the pool about 6. I was in there like maybe quarter to 6, maybe quarter to 7, and then I stayed in there till like 8 o'clock. So I was like an hour and a bit. I was in the pool just relaxing, chilling. I was stretching in the pool and just like swimming around, getting some exercise. My body felt good. Yeah, I said, fuck it, I'm not doing anything. I don't really have to go to work until next week, Monday, Tuesday, when I have to go put up a chandelier for my client, which ain't gonna take that long. But I've been just relaxing, doing nothing. Nobody's really aggravating me, so I'm good. My sister's happy with her closet, so I'm happy. And my apartment's clean, so I'm happy too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the retrograde because anything can happen. But you know what? Everything's happened before the retrograde. So it's like retrograde's been nice so far for me. Yeah, I know. Retrograde's been good for me so far. Just like my computer was fucking acting stupid today. That's about it. But it's been kind of peaceful. It's been very peaceful and nice. Today was a nice peaceful day. I didn't do anything. Nothing bad happened. It was good. And we did a lot of laughing and talking shit about my ex brother in law and how stupid he is. So, yeah. Yeah, some time for me, pretty much. I wish I didn't have to cook anything and wash fucking dishes, but that's the only thing I did today, cook and wash dishes. And I got more dishes to wash because I cooked again. It's like a never ending story. But yeah, we heard some funny news about my brother-in-law, my ex-brother-in-law. My sister came home and I was in the pool. She comes outside laughing. And I'm like, oh God, what are you laughing about now? She's like, yeah, you wouldn't believe what happened now. She told me the story and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like people just tell her and me like all this bad shit about him. And we just laugh because he deserves it. We don't feel sorry for him. Fuck him. When people get karma, I explain this all the time. When people get karma, like, and it's not good to dwell too much on it. But if they deserve it and they've done a lot of bad things to people, especially kids and things like that, they deserve it. And it's good to laugh at them, in my opinion. Fuck them. They deserve all the karma in the world. Disrespecting your family is not good, you know, especially if you ain't done nothing. So, yeah. Nah, that's good. That's cool. I don't need no headaches. That's one thing I've never manifested. I never want to manifest. I tell, you know what I say? Hey Rudy, how you doing, sweetie? Hope you're good. You know what, Justin, I'll tell you something about that. I never like ask God or spirit to like or manifest like a woman or a relationship. I always tell God, look, if you want to bring me a decent woman, someone that's not going to cheat on me, and someone who I can trust for the rest of my life, you can bring her to me. And that's why he hasn't bring her to me. But he's like, yeah, that's a very rare thing on the list. I have to really find somebody for you, bro. But hey, when we get there, we'll get there. Yep, and his children. You're good? Hey, that's good to hear, Rudy. I'm glad you're doing good. Oh, he disrespected the mother of his children, and he disrespected his children, and me, and all the people who actually gave a shit about him. But apparently, the latest is he's apparently he's on depression pills, and apparently he's like, oh, having a nervous breakdown. He's not working. Apparently, he wants to get a new job because he's not appreciated at his real job. It's all like the same wham wham cry wolf victim. He's famous for like, crying and being a little bitch that he is. He's a grown man, but he acts like a little 2-year old. He's an idiot. Oh yeah, sure. That'll be a miracle. They don't make women like they used to. But hey, I'll stay optimistic just for you, Justin. I'll stay optimistic just for you. But yeah, yeah. For those of you who have ex-husbands, I'm sure, and baby daddies, I know you all like when they get karma. So I like when my brother-in-law gets karma. You know. I was telling the story earlier today. I'll tell you guys if you want to hear it. But on Wednesday night, um, my sister came back from away, and I went to go pick her up with my nephews, right? And I was in the car park for like maybe a minute, right? And I look to my left and I see him. I don't know if I told you guys this story, but I saw my ex brother-in-law come to the airport, and he was with his well, supposed to be girlfriend, hoe, fuck buddy. I don't know what she is anymore because we hear so many stories. But anyway, he was in the car with her, bringing her to work because she cleans airplanes part time at night. So she was about to clean the airplane that my sister was coming in on. So I wasn't expecting him to be there, but he was bringing her to work. And this is the guy who apparently has been off of work and has a nervous breakdown on meds, and he has cancer, but he still smokes. And he was smoking a cigarette, but he didn't see me. But when he did see me, he was like, "Oh fuck, this is Mark in my old car," which is the car that he was with my sister. So he must have shit himself when he saw me. When I saw him, I was like, "Oh yeah." When he comes in line with me, I'm gonna shout, "You fucking idiot!" like I always do. So when he came across the car, he didn't even look at me, but he knew I was there because he saw we made eye contact when he first came through. Even though we both have shades on, he knew it was me. He weren't stupid, and plus he knew my sister was coming back that day anyway. So this fool, he comes across and he's not looking at me because he's scared of me. So when he drove across, I went, "You fucking idiot," right? I shouted it, and I know he heard me, but he never looked. So he parked like about 30 feet away from me because he knew not to park nowhere near me. And I'm tempted to go over to him and like punch him in his face because that's what I really feel like doing. But I know I can't because I'll get in trouble, and plus there's cameras everywhere, right? So being the fool that he is, he stayed there and he's waiting for his girlfriend to go clean the plane and come back. So I saw her get out of the car, and she walked over and she had her stupid little vest on. She went to go clean the plane. So he stayed there. So I was like, fuck, man. Now I have to text my sister and tell her that this asshole's outside in front of the arrival gate so he can see her and the kids come out of the gate. So I'm like, how am I going to break this down to my sister? Because she's going to think that I'm joking. Right. So I'm like, hey, this fucking idiot's here. And he just dropped off his hoe to come clean your plane. Because, you know, we know that she cleans planes at night. Right. And of course, she had to be on the schedule for the plane that they're on. So it worked out, you know, where that bullshit had to happen. Of course, it's the retrograde. So these things are going to happen. So I texted her. I said, hey, look, this asshole's out here in his car. He dropped off his hoe. So when you come out of the arrival gate, take a hard right, walk like 30 feet, and then I'm over right by like the American flagpole and the Bermuda flagpole. You know, you'll see the car, you'll see me, and you'll see him too, because when you come out of the gate, he's right there. So don't go straight towards him. Take a right, because you know that's what he's here. So she's like, "You're joking, right?" I'm like, "No, I'm not joking." So I said, "I'm dead serious." So she's already mad. The boys are mad that he's there, right? And I'm like, well, he's not going to leave and come back. You know, he's going to stay here and wait for his hoe to finish cleaning the plane. So anyway, my sister comes out of the gate and she says, fuck you to him, you know, because she can see him and he can see her. And he's recording them on the phone. He's got his phone up recording them. So when the kids saw him recording them, which he's not allowed to do anyway, but he did it because he's a cunt. And they gave him the middle finger. They were like, fuck you. Don't record me. And they ended up like, you know, diverting over towards, like I said. So it was like a taxi line there. So they went behind the taxis and they came towards me. So as they was coming towards me, they have to like, you know, he's like on the side there. And he put his head down and he starts winding up his windows. So because they were, you know, saying it to him, like, fuck you, you asshole, what the hell are you doing here? And people are in the parking like looking around like, what the hell's going on here? So like, because they hate his guts, right? He's an asshole and he shouldn't even have been there. So anyway, it was like a shit show. So then we all get in the car. So I said, I'm going to scare him. And he's going to wish that he never came here. So I pulled the car right up to his car. And he had his windows wound open and he was like, he had his car closed and he was in the car. He was probably shitting himself. Anyway, the youngest one puts his window down and says, why you put up your windows for? And he ignored us and then we just drove off. And we all laughed on our way up because we knew we scared him. My sister thought that I was going to get out of the car. And I was like, I'm not going to waste my time. I thought about it, but, you know, I was going to tap on his window and make him shit himself. But I'm sure he shit himself already in his car. That's why he put his windows up. So, yeah, that's the type of bullshit that I dealt with on Wednesday night. So, yeah, that's the story. So today, so my sister told her best friend and then told his cousin that they used to work with. And she was like, I can't believe that guy had the nerve to go down there. And he's telling everybody that he's not with that girl. And she's sleeping on the couch and she has nowhere to go. He broke up with her, but she's still living there because she's got to find a place to go, even though he kicked her out. But you're taking her to work. And you're on like depression pills. And apparently he broke his toe too, but he can drive his car. So he just lies and lies and lies. So nobody can ever believe him. Like, you know what I'm saying? The guy is like a narcissistic piece of shit. So anyway, that's what happened on Wednesday night. And we're still laughing about it today. And my sister told like her friends and told the woman that works with him, which is, my sister's friend. And she was like, I can't believe that shit. So then they told my sister today that apparently he's going to leave the job because he can't be there around his ex. And he apparently is like, can't work there anymore with his family because he's having a nervous breakdown. Man. There's a 45-year-old man acting like a little kid. Oh, he did shit himself, I guarantee it. When he saw me pull the car up behind him, he must have said, oh, fuck. Mark's gonna get out of the car and beat the fuck out of me. But, I did it just to scare him because I enjoy scaring him. Hey, Backaboo, what's going on? So, yeah, it was fun, like, scaring him and treating him like, a punk ass that he is. Well, what do you expect? I'm psychic on Fridays. Like, come on now. I'm psychic on Thursday nights and Fridays too. Oh, well, that's shitty. Yeah, I kind of knew that from in the cards that school wasn't available. Yeah, that's why I didn't see nothing happening with it. That's a shame. Hopefully, you find something else, though. Do you have any other options? My sister said I was talking to my sister about you today because she said that her friend has an autistic child, and they went to Scotland because Scotland, apparently in Scotland, if you have an autistic kid, like like the school is free and everything is free for them, and they have tons of like schools out there for autistic children. I never knew that, but yeah, they moved from Bermuda to Scotland to get special care because in Bermuda they don't give a fuck. But the good news is that my baby daddy is going to tell off the school. Oh, great. Yeah. So too bad you can't move to Scotland because you'd be all right. You need to find yourself a Scottish man, and he can take you away and give you a son free care. Yeah. The good news, your baby daddy is going to tell him off to school. That ain't going to do nothing. They're going to be like, this wankster coming around here threatening me. Remember, I tell you, something's going to happen with your baby daddy, see? See, I tell you. So, yeah, my reading was accurate. See that? You know why? Because your mom in spirit gives me the answers. See, I tell you that. I tell you, your mom's always around. She likes me like that. You guys are cool like that. Yeah, that's all. Welcome. Yeah, I am. Yeah, you shouldn't. That's what they're doing to you and kid is bullshit. Going to school for 2 hours, like, are you fucking kidding me? That's why you gotta say something. If you don't say nothing, then nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, that's bullshit. Yeah. He should be there the whole school hour, regardless. Yeah. Exactly. That's why you gotta complain. So if I were you, I would complain and do something about it. Good. I'm glad baby daddy's getting involved. About time he did something. See? I saw something was gonna happen with him. I'm glad he's gonna do something. It's his child. He has to do something. And you should call the board too and fucking complain and say, yo, what the hell is this bullshit? See, that's what people need. They need to be called out. You know? Because that's like discrimination. If you really think about it, it's discrimination. That's what that is. What they're doing to you is discrimination. That's the word for it. Sorry, but not sorry. And I would tell them, look, fuck you. This is discrimination against my child. Like, fuck you. That's what I would say. If that was me, as soon as he called me and said 2 hours, I said, no. That's my famous words. I would have been no. He would have been like, no, yes, yeah, I know, no. If you don't take my son from for more than 2 hours and you give him the whole fucking shebang, then I'm calling the fucking board. I'm gonna make a fuss. I'm gonna call the state. I'm gonna call whoever it takes, and you might lose your fucking job. So think about it twice before you talk shit to me. You understand? I got my fucking lawyer involved. That's what I would say, even though I wouldn't do it. But I'll say I'll get my lawyer involved. Yeah, go for it. That's what I would do. Cause that's discrimination. I would say, look, you're discriminating my child. I'm gonna fucking blow up your phone and I'm gonna tell people about you. I'm calling my lawyer. They don't want to hear that shit. They'll be like, okay, well, we'll talk to you. We'll call you back. All right, we thought about it. We'll give them a full day of school. No problem. It's okay. We're good now. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Yeah, it's fucked up, but you got to do what you got to do sometimes. You really do. It's not being a snitch or being an idiot. They're discriminating you, so you got to discriminate them back. Fuck 'em. So that's good. I'm glad that you got some good news, but hopefully it'll be all right. But see, when you do shit like that, sometimes it makes it worse, and sometimes it makes it better. Where you call them out, and then they have no choice to take care of your son, and then they're on like alert all the time. And if they fuck up, they're gonna get penalized. Yeah, give it to him, Becca. That's the shit. Yeah, exactly. That's all. As simple as that. You got to do what you got to do. I agree with you, and if I were you, I would fight for your rights. Fuck those people. Yeah, go for it. It's the retrograde too, so it's good to fuck around with people that are assholes during the retrograde. They get more karma. My sister's baby daddy. That's all he is. He's feeling the wrath of a lot of things right now. His own son gave him the finger. So the fuck off. Good. If I had a dad like that, I'd say the same thing. And I tell my nephews, look, man, you guys are one and two of billions of people who don't speak to their parents and hate their fathers and mothers. There's tons of people in the world who don't speak to their dads and moms, and their dads and moms are pieces of shit. It happens. It's siblings, cousins, workmates, spouses, exes. It's a part of life. No one's ever gonna have a perfect relationship with their fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers, cousins, workmates, whatever, spouses. It's just the way it is. It's life. And they understand it. They know now more than ever that they don't need their deadbeat dad. They got me. They got the best uncle in the world and the best mother in the world. And my family always is, got their back and cool with and all that stuff. His side of the family is a bunch of nutcases. Yeah, sperm donor. Yeah, there you go. That's a good word for him. It's hard, man, because it's always like it always seems like that's the case nowadays, that people don't even care about their own children that they make. It doesn't make no sense to me. And here is a person like my auntie. Three of my aunties and uncles didn't have kids, and two of my aunties, well, three had kids and three didn't have kids. So out of my six auntie and uncles, three had kids and three didn't. And out of my sisters and my brother, I'm the only one who don't have kids. And I'm the one who loves kids more than anybody. And I love children. Like, I would love to have children too, but because I don't, I love everyone else's kids. And my two nephews are like my kids. People think that those are my sons because we're always together. And the youngest one kind of looks like me. We have the same nose, so we're like stamped. But the oldest one, he definitely don't look like me, but He's more their side. So when the youngest is with me, everybody thinks he's my son. And sometimes we joke. We say, yeah, Mark and son's maintenance. Because he helps me work sometimes, right? But, sometimes, people get raised by their grandmothers, uncles, aunts. It's a part of life, And I told them, you guys are fortunate to have a good uncle like me and a good mother. And, unfortunately, you have a shitty dad, but you don't need him. Fuck him. You know what I mean? He was in your life for a couple years and now you don't need him anymore. He's a piece of shit. And maybe one day he'll come to his senses and it's up to you to give him the time of day. If not, fuck him. Because sometimes when you take people back, they do the same dumb shit again and then you regret taking them back. So sometimes it's best to just let that person make a genuine, serious effort and prove their genuine, serious efforts. And I said, if not, you guys don't have to say anything to him. Fuck him. You don't need him. Like I said, some people in this world, that happens to them. It's life. It's just the way it is. That's why I encourage people and give advice about those things all the time, that don't feel bad because, you have a shitty mom or dad or, a shitty uncle or aunt or sibling. Everybody does. It's life. I'm grateful to never see my parents fight or get a divorce or separate. My parents have always been together. And they always taught us that that's the way life should be, And unfortunately, my brother and sister got a divorce, and my other sister's still married. And she's the one who we thought they was going to get a divorce because her husband's a dickhead, too. I don't like him at all. I was kind of hoping that she was the one who's going to get a divorce because he's the one I don't like as well. I don't like none of my brother-in-laws and my sister-in-law. They're all three of them are fucking idiots. But hey, that's the choices of my siblings. Not my problem. I ain't married to him. They ain't nothing to me. But yeah, fuck. Yeah, that happens every day. I know a lot of people. Look, my sister told me some shocking news yesterday. She says, "Hey, so and so?" I'm like, "Yeah." She said, "Do you know her husband cheated on her?" I'm like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me." Another person that cheated on their beautiful, decent wife and beautiful daughters. I'm like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me." This girl is clean. She's not a hoe. She's only been with this guy. She's got two beautiful daughters. She's got a great job. She's such a nice woman. I don't know her personally, but I know of her, right? And I know she's a good person because I've heard great things about her. But her husband's always been like a prick. I don't like him at all. He's a dickhead, right? He thinks his shit don't stink. And apparently these guys caught him on a beach with some blonde chick. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So now she's getting a divorce. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? You ain't happy with just one person. You're 40 something years old and you want to cheat on your wife now at 40 years old. I'm baffled on how people at the age of 40 something are getting a divorce. So what you think? You're going to be reincarnated at 45 years old, 46 years old with some new coochie that's going to rock your world for a couple more years, and then you're going to need Viagra to keep up with that bitch? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? What the fuck is wrong with people, period? I don't understand it. I really don't. If you have a good wife, if you're a guy, right? I'm talking as a guy. You got a good wife, you got beautiful children, you got a good life, your wife makes pure money, and you got your house, you got everything is nice. You got a business, and you want to cheat on your wife with some blonde hoe that you don't even know probably. Just to dip your fucking shit in some other woman's coochie. For what? To ruin your life? So having sex with another person ruined your whole life. So if that's the case, why the fuck you get married? It don't make no sense to me. It really doesn't make sense. I'm still trying to figure out how you can cheat on somebody and feel like it's okay. And then cheat, you fuck this person that you barely know. You fuck them and then you come home and you gotta have sex with your wife and act normal. Like who does that? Like who the fuck are you? How could you live with yourself? Like, it's just fucking it doesn't make no sense to me. I can never do that. I can never be that dishonest to a person, especially my wife and my kids. And if that was like, even if I didn't have kids, like I couldn't do that to my wife. I would, if I didn't want her anymore, I'll just say, look, I don't think this is working. You're just a fucking dumb bitch, and I can't take you anymore. You changed, or you're just a weirdo. Like I've never been like a person who wants to have two different women at the same time. Like if I'm married. If I'm not married and I'm single and I'm just a hoe, yeah, of course, I don't care. If that's my life, yeah, sure. If I want to be a hoe and I want to have two different women every week and I'm not dedicated to them and I don't love them, I just want to have sex with them and I have an addiction, that's up to me if I'm doing that, right? But if you're married, you got kids, what are you really accomplishing by being with another person? Is that the only way you can say I don't want you no more? If that's the case, just fucking say it and then go screw the person that you want to screw. Like get rid of her, get rid of the person first. Do it legit. Why you want to like hurt your family like that and hurt your children? And then when your children disown you and say, you cheated on mom, you cheated on dad, well, what do you expect? You think people are gonna forgive you and be cool with you because you fucked over their mother and their father? Like what really goes through people's minds, I don't understand. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you never know what goes behind closed doors. Yeah. And that's exactly what my sister said to a lot of people. She said, you people think that my ex-husband was some great person. No, I just covered it up. My sister did. She covered it up for too long. She gave him too many chances. And I told her, fuck that guy. You don't need him. You got me. I got your back. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. You got me. You got these boys. You got your sons. You got your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother. You got your family. You don't need those motherfuckers. That guy ain't nothing. He ain't doing shit around here anyway. Get rid of him. And he ended up wanting the divorce. He pressured her to getting the divorce. And then he lied and said that she was the one who wanted the divorce. That guy drove me fucking nuts for months. And then finally, when he left, it was like a big relief. But when I saw him on Wednesday in his car, the first thing I said was, "You fucking idiot." And he knows I was talking to him, but he didn't look at me because he's scared. He probably fears every night that I fucking choking him and beating the shit out of him. But, violence isn't the key. He's getting so much karma that I tell people all the time, I can beat you up right now and you'll recover, you'll heal. But you can't heal from mental, psychological shit, it's very hard. It takes longer to heal from mentally than it is physically. And believe that's true because I know for a fact that people are mentally fucked up from things more than they are physically. And that is a fact because that's exactly what he's going through. He's going through a lot of mental shit, not physical shit. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Miss Bikini, how you doing? Yeah, exactly, Virgo. They're selfish. Well, you know what, Johnson? I wish there was a lot of gentlemen out there with morals, but apparently there isn't, and I'm realizing that more and more every day, and I just don't understand why they would do that. It just doesn't make any logical sense to me. Like and this is the things that we get brought up listening to and learning is to like have a good family structure, don't commit sins, don't commit adultery, don't do this, don't do that. Like we learn those things in school that these things are bad, and people still ended up doing it. And some people get over it, and some people like do it once and never do it again. And some people learn from it. Some people, you know, uh, make it a priority to clean up their mistake or whatever. And people learn from it and move on. But you get those people who like do it and ruin everything. So that you make your bed, you sleep in it, pretty much. But I hear it more and more every day. Like every fucking day I hear it. It's like it's crazy. This person's separating, this person's getting a divorce, that person cheated, this person did that, that person, is doing this now, that person's doing that now. And I'm like, wow. Like what happened to like good marriages and good families and morals and values? What happened to like, you know, um, making a mistake and being forgiven for it and being given another chance, and having like, another chance at life or something. Oh, nice, Miss Bikini. That's good. Yeah, Justin, there's tons of good men out there, but apparently a lot of women don't see them or don't want them or just want drama. And it's vice versa. It's men that would rather have a hoe than a housewife. And then they try and turn the hoe into a housewife. And that don't work either. Or some men try to control their hoe and it ain't gonna happen either. Same thing with a woman, you know. I don't know how people like have the I don't know, like the audacity to do things like that. Yeah, I mean, when I've had a few broken hearts in my lifetime. I've had women that my last relationship was very hard because I it was a long distance relationship that turned into almost a real relationship. And when I was about to like connect with the woman face to face in real life, she tells me that she's with another man, and then a couple months later she says she's pregnant. But yet you were talking to me every day and we were planning like to see each other and all this shit, and I didn't really want to do none of that shit. I didn't want to get myself involved in a long distance relationship and all that type of stuff. But I ended up getting involved with it because I thought it was actually going to be real. And it ended up, making me feel like, what the fuck did I just deal with here? Like, this is the dumbest thing I ever did, was give this stupid bitch the time of day and actually believe that this was going to happen. And then she got the ultimate karma. you know, she ended up having a baby with a guy who married her and divorced her within a year and don't give her the time of day. So at the end of the day, people get their karma. And that's why like I didn't really like dwell on it too much. It made me feel like an idiot because I thought that it was actually, I actually believed this person, and they tricked me to believing them. But they ended up getting tricked too and got karma right back in their ass. So, now I just say, you know what? That's what you fucking get. You don't deserve no better because of what you did to me and probably everybody else. And that's how it is. That's how all my like relationships and wannabe relationships, I call it, because I don't really get myself in any serious relationships because it don't get to that point because I can't trust the person, or the person has some fucking issue, or like they're just too weird, or they lie. That's why I can't be with somebody in a serious relationship. And I haven't been in a serious relationship because of that, because it never gets serious, because that person's never going to be serious, because it's just this blah 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 blah, and then it's lies, then it's deceit, then it's sneaky shit, then more lies, and then you're like, yeah, fuck this, I'm not even going nowhere with this person. Oh yeah, definitely, she's tried to come back into my life multiple times. Multiple times she's tried to come back in my life, and I allowed her to be my friend, and that's it. That's it. But we're not even friends anymore, because she all she does is like try to manipulate me to help her. And when I do help her, like, it's like I do it, but I don't like really care. I don't give a fuck about her like that. And I haven't heard from her in months, so it's beautiful. Like, stay the fuck away from me. Hint, hint, leave me the fuck alone. Hopefully, she found a boyfriend and she leaves me alone. That's what I like. Because when she's single, it's even worse. She'll like try to be all cool with me and talk shit. I'm like, get the fuck away from me. Like, go away. You know? Yeah. I don't have no regrets at all. The people that are out of my life, I'm glad they're out of my life. And the people who are in my life, I'm happy they're there. But otherwise, that I've never been like a person who is like begging for a relationship. Never. I don't even pray for it, because I could care less. I really can, because I don't want to be a person who gets his heart broken again over and over and over, or wastes my time on a woman who is not serious and just talks to hear herself. Because a lot of women will be like, oh yeah, I want a good man. I want this, I want that. Yeah, well, prove that you want it. So they can't prove that they want it. They never prove to me that they want a good man, because they don't know what a good man is, because they never had one. And then when they have me, they get confused. It's too much work for a woman to be the good man, because they want drama, they want Young and the rest of the soap opera shit. They want to like run your life, or use their coochie to run your life, and that don't happen with me. So I'm the type of guy, I'm gonna be like, look, woman, I don't give a fuck what you saying, what you're doing. I don't need your money. I don't need you. I don't need nothing you have. All I want is that heart in your chest. If you can give me that and actually show me some love and emotion and affection, then we're good to go. But if not, you can go to hell. And I'm not the type of guy to be, paying your way while you save your money and I'm using mine, and then you leave me afterwards and leave me with nothing. Because there's a lot of conniving little bitches out there, and there's a lot of guys that do the same thing. But like I said, I'm talking about the bad ones. And there isn't really much genuine people in the world anyway. So that's why there's a lot of single people in the world. 90% of the people that come in this room are single. You know why? Because they've been hurt severely, or they lost the person that they love, or they're divorced and they don't want to get married again. And a lot of people come in here and ask me when they're gonna find love, and sometimes it just doesn't tell me anything, because there is nothing there to see. And it's just the way it is. It's life. And there's nothing wrong with being single, and there's nothing wrong with you for being single. It's the choice you make. You don't want to get hurt, but like I say to everybody, you can be with you can date, and you can try to have a good relationship, but don't try too hard, and don't give too much of yourself, because you're gonna waste your time. Always allow that person to do just as much work as you do. Never be the one that does too much, because once you start doing too much, that person gets comfortable with your stupidity of giving them too much. And that's the biggest downfall in relationships. The biggest downfall is doing too much for that person and not getting nothing in return. Then that person says, this dumbass is giving me everything and doing everything. So I'm just gonna like let him do everything. Fuck it. And I'll do bare minimum because they're programmed, they're ready to give me everything. See, that's where they go wrong with me. If I call you 3 days in a row, and then the fourth day you don't call me and you're expecting me to keep calling you or making the contact, then I'm not gonna do it anymore. And then I like the fifth or the sixth day you call me and like, oh, I haven't heard from you. And I'll say I haven't heard from you either. Oh, but you're supposed to call me, and that's when I'll hang up and be like, you want too much. You ain't no fucking queen. Who the fuck are you for me to call you every day? Why you can't call me? Why you can't give me equal give and take? You always want equality, so give it to me. Call me like I call you. Text me like I text you. Let's give each other 100% each. Why is it always got to be one way? That's the downfall of a lot of women and a lot of relationships. Is that women always expect men to do every fucking thing. And it's 2024. Guys ain't gonna do that shit no more. And if they do, they're idiots. And if women still expect that, then you're dumb to think that. And you should be doing your part. That's why it's a relationship. It takes two. Both people should be doing equal amounts to each other. Not one do more than the other. It don't work that way. Not with me. Hell no. And the communication is just the beginning. When you start dating each other and really getting serious, you should still be doing equal amounts of things to each other. It should always be 50-50, for sure. I always say 100% each. That's my motto. You give me 100%, I'll give you 100%. You give me 70%, I'm going to give you 70%. You give me 50%, I'm going to give you 50%. I'm always going to give you your own medicine because technically, in my mind, I know I'm always going to give 100%. Always. There's never going to be a day where I'm not going to give you 100%. I'm always going to put in my effort. I know who I am, but I don't know who you are. But if you start giving me the same amount I give you, then I'm going to really be interested in taking my relationship with you to the next level. And then, if you start living with the person, you got to make sure you both do the chores equally. So if you say to me, hey, Mark, look, you move in, you want to move in with me? And I'll say, yeah, sure, I'll move in with you. Okay, my rent is $1,000. And I'll say, okay, I'll pay 50. I'll pay 500, you pay 500. Okay, what about the internet? The internet's 200. Okay, I'll pay 100, you pay 100. Okay, what about the electricity bill? Okay, it fluctuates every month. Okay, well, whatever it is, I'll give you half of the money. Okay, cool. It's not me paying for everything while you sit on your ass and give me sexual favors and I'm gonna pay you. That don't work like that. If that's the case, I'll just order a hoe every night. You see what I'm saying? And that's the difference between a hoe and a good woman. Is a good woman pays her half and does her part and never needs that man to do it for them. A real woman doesn't need a man. You should want to be with them for the equal amount. Same thing, vice versa. So if I'm living with you, we're going straight down the middle. Or I'll say, look, 1 week I'll buy the groceries and do the grocery shopping, just put a list here, and the next week you go. You pay for it. Shit like that. I'm not paying for everything. It's not happening. And you're not paying for everything either. We're going to do it equally. That's how it's going to go. And that's how I'm going to know that you're a real woman. Yeah, never fuck with the Aquarians. Fuck around with me, you'll find out what a real man is. And that's the thing. I don't need no woman to pay my bills. I pay my own bills. I never needed a woman to pay for my shit. And I ain't paying for your shit. Hell no. No, no. No, no. Been there, made that mistake already, and got nothing in return. So I'll never make that mistake again. One thing about me, I learn from my mistakes. I don't keep making them. And that's why relationships are very hard work and very difficult these days. Because people don't see eye to eye. You see, you get programmed by idiots. So there's like a dumb bitch out there. She's probably like, "Oh, you girls, you better get a man to pay for your shit. You're a queen." I can't stand women like that. You're a queen. And don't give him no coochie unless it's paying. Make him pay for that shit. Make him do this. Make that man do that. If he loves you, he's gonna pay for you. Bitch, what planet you living on? You better get your fucking ass out of here, woman. You better shut the fuck up before I throw something at you. Let a woman say that shit to me, I would tell her go fuck herself. I said, well, guess who you ain't getting nothing from? Me. Get your dirty ass coochie to somebody else. I don't need you. I'll tell her, I'll break her heart and her spirit. I'll tell her, I don't give a fuck what you have. You ain't nobody. You think because you look fucking sexy and you're beautiful, you got a big ass and big titties, you think I give a fuck about what you have and what you're gonna do to me? Bitch, you better pay some bills. Yeah, but I'm saying like, there's different scenarios and different things. Like I watched my mom never worked when she had the kids. She just worked at night with my dad cleaning offices to make meals. My dad worked all day, but my mom is not devalued because she took care of 4 children and she took care of 6 grandchildren. My dad didn't wipe our asses and change our diapers. He was too busy working 3 jobs. So there was an understanding, you know? So if a woman can't work because she's taking care of the children, that is a job. Taking care of a child is a 24/7 job. It's actually worse taking care of a kid all day than it is having a 9 to 5 job. And I know that for a fact. That's why I value women who take care of their children. And you women know that that's true. That's like a full-time job taking care of a child. The only time you have for yourself is when that mofo child is sleeping. And you say, I hope you sleep for a couple hours, you little fucker. You know, I'm a different type of guy. I value women. You know, women have a tremendous responsibility when it comes to children. And if a man doesn't help you and leaves you astray, your life is more difficult. And that guy will never know what it's like to take care of a child. He thinks working every day is and coming home and getting a shower and going back to work is a hard thing. Try taking care of a crying ass baby that's a couple months old and you don't know what the fuck's wrong with him. And you can't sleep because that fucker has a different sleeping pattern. People really don't know what it's like. And then you have these women out here who have, children with special needs. Like, how do you feel if you had that? You think your life is perfect? You think those women are going through a great life with a child with special needs? You don't know that. It's harder. That's why I don't really, that's why people just don't really know what life is. They really fucking don't. That's why I don't take life for granted ever. And that's why I value everyone's life. Everybody has a different life. And then when I hear like a person that's struggling or a person that's in that situation, I always like pray for them or I always like ask God to help them if they're worthy of help. Because sometimes those people are their own worst enemies. Well, that's the thing. When a guy comes in from a hard day's work, if he's a dedicated man, he's gonna be with his child, for at least a couple hours or a couple minutes, to see to give the wife a break or the baby mama a break. She's been home with him all day or the child all day. And then the woman also has to realize that that man's out there busting his ass for you, if that's the case. But if you're a real man, you find time. You find time because that's what you signed up for. You see what I'm saying? Not everybody wants to go through that. Not a man. A lot of men don't want to have a child, go to work, come home, take care of that child, give his wife a break, and still do his chores and still do his part of life. A lot of men have programmed themselves. Oh yeah, I'm going to work. I'm bringing home the money. This bitch is home all day taking care of a child. Who cares? She better do everything, and she better cook for me and all that shit. That's where a lot of guys go wrong, and that's when the woman gets fed up. Because if it was reverse roles, that guy probably couldn't handle that shit. A lot of men can't handle it. My ex-brother-in-law, he couldn't handle those kids. He couldn't be around. They was around me all the time because I love them. See, I always took care of kids. When kids are like young and babies and shit, I love. That's the best part of the child. When they get older, they're a pain in the ass. They talk back to you. They learn about sex and about swearing and about bad shit. And you wish they were a baby again, so they don't know anything. And they go to fuck, sleep, and shut up. That's why I tell a lot of people with newborn babies enjoy those times because it passes very fast. And if you have ever had children when they were babies and like right up till like 6, 7 years old, you can still hold them in your arms and they're not that heavy and they, just learning things. It's the best times of their life. For me, that's what all my nephews, from the time they were born to like 6, 7, 8 years old, those were like the best times because you get to like experience them learning life. And that was the best thing for me. Like never having my own kids and having 6 nephews and watching them grow. And when I see like the old pictures of them or the old videos I have of them talking shit and like saying their first words and doing cool things when they were young and learning stuff. That was the best times. But now, like they're all growing up and doing their own thing. I barely see them. But my 18-year-old nephew, he was in the newspaper today. He got a scholarship for college. I was very happy of my other nephew. I have 6 nephews and 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 of them are in college right now. And 2 of them, all 3 got a scholarship already. But the youngest one, well, not the youngest one, but 2 of them are 18. My brother's 18-year-old got a scholarship. He's going to college next month. He starts on the 20-something. Or he starts this month on the 20-something. I think he enrolls into Bermuda College. And then my other 18-year-old, my oldest sister's youngest is 18. Actually, I think he's 19. I can't remember. I think he's 19. He just went 19 in May. Yeah, I think he's 19 in May. I can't remember. I could be wrong. He's either 18 or 19. I get him confused. He's got too many of them. But he just was in the newspaper and got like a scholarship for his college. So I'm very proud of them, And they always idolized me and wanted to be like me, but when they started working out in the sun like me, they were like, fuck this. I need an office job. So I encourage them all the time to go to college and be in office. I tell them, you don't want to be like me, You see me, I'm all fucking burnt up. I'm out in the sun busting my ass. It's hot as fucks out here. I got to do all this strenuous work. You guys might as well go and learn as much as you can. Go to college and get an office job, and be somebody like and make good money, and not like work hard. So I encourage them all to do it. So they're all good kids. They all got honors and scholarships and in the newspaper and shit. So I'm very happy to I'm proud that they're doing good in school because I didn't. I They always say to me, Uncle Mark, why you didn't graduate? I said, because I hated school. I said I didn't go. I left school when I was 17. I dropped out with 2 years left. And they was like, oh, what happened? What did grandpa and grandma say about that? Your mom? I said, look, they were mad, but they couldn't do nothing. It was my choice. And I said, look how I turned out. I'm good. Because they thought I went to college because I knew so much shit, right? I said, look, I just learned from people around me. I just learned. I said I had like real life college in front of me. People taught me. I learned from the people that I work with. So I said it's different. Everybody has a different path. But I said I want you guys to go to college and I want you to succeed and I want you to be happy doing a better job than me, you know. But I said, hey, if you want to be like me, I'll teach you. That's not a problem. So they started to like see like, and then once they were out in that sun, they were like, fuck that. And they're scared of electricity. They're like, no, no, I don't want to touch that. I ain't getting shocked. They're like, I don't know how the hell you like electricity. What if you get shocked? I said, I've been shocked plenty of times. I said, it's life. I said, God keeps me alive. He makes sure nothing bad happens to me. So they're looking at me like, fuck that. I don't want to be no damn electrician. That shit's nuts. A lot of people don't want to be an electrician, but I love it. It don't scare me. Electricity don't scare me. I've been shocked plenty of times. Yeah, it's all good. Keeps me alive. It's a dangerous job, but I love it. I love doing electrical stuff. And I just finished doing all this carpentry. And I told God, please don't let this damn saw chop off my fingers. So I was very careful when I use it, patient, make sure, I don't fuck around. So yeah, it's all good. I love learning things and doing things. But I definitely want my nephews to like have a better job than me and a better outcome. You know? So I'm proud of them. They're all old. The three oldest are doing very good. And the other one that didn't go to college, he graduated, but he works at a grocery store and he makes really good money. So he didn't want to go to college and he didn't want to learn anything. He was very content getting paid good money at a grocery store, and the people at the grocery store really like him a lot because he never says no to work. He works more than 40 hours a week. He worked on the holiday week. He never says no. He always wants to go work. So he he's on like the shop floor and he stacks shelves. He does whatever he's required to do at the grocery store. So he's 19. He goes 20 next month. It's my brother's oldest. He's a little different from everybody else. But he never really wanted to he graduated, but he never wanted to go to college, and he's just content getting a paycheck and working inside, being, working at a store. Hey, he's got a good job. He makes like 20 something bucks an hour. So it's good. He's making good money for his age. And he's happy. He loves working at the grocery store. So hey, long as he's happy, I'm happy. Like I'm not judging his job, or if he didn't want to go to school, neither did I. But he's happy, he's got a good job. Every time I see him, he's always, happy and stuff. So I'm happy for him. I don't care what they do. They're still my nephews. I still love them. And I always will, and I always will support them. So the two youngest ones live next to me. And they're going this month. The youngest one goes 15 and the oldest one goes 17 in November. And then next year, the 17-year-old is going to college and he's graduating from school. So they went to England this past week to go look at colleges, and they both want to go to England to college. So I'm happy for them. I told them, hey, go. You don't want to be out here like me, busting your ass up and down, doing a whole pile of shit. But I said, that's my life, and that's a life I chose. But, it's not a bad life. It's just, people, they need people who are like me that do things and electrical and all sorts of shit. So, yeah, it's all good. And my two youngest nephews know I do this stuff. We do psychic stuff, and they're like, I don't know how the hell you deal with that. The oldest one, he says, I would never want to be talking to spirits and shuffling cards and predicting things. He goes, but hey, if you want to do it, I don't care. I was like, hey, look, it's a choice, I didn't have to do it, but I felt like, it was part of my life. I said, everybody's different, man. I said, I do a lot of things. I don't want to limit myself to doing one thing. It's boring when you just want to do one thing all the time. It's nice to do various things. God gives us many talents. We have to use them. We don't have to, but if you do, you'll see the results. And I believe everybody has multiple talents. You just have to use them. That's what I do. I use all my talents to try to utilize everything I can. So God wanted me to be a psychic as well. So that's what I'm doing. I have the gift. I might as well use it. As long as that I don't abuse it, then he'll continue to help me. And every time I work, I always pray and tell him, look, I'm going to go do this job. Please let me complete it. Please let me do it properly. Please don't let nothing happen to me. I'm never like not grateful. Even when on my way to the job, I'll be praying in my car and saying, look, please God, let me complete this job. I'm going to do this job and I want to complete it. Please don't let nothing bad happen. Thanks. And then when I finish the job, I'll pray again. I'll be like, thanks God for putting me in that predicament, making me money. Thanks for giving me work. Thanks for leaving my client happy. Please, that job that I did, please don't let nothing bad happen. But a lot of people don't do that because they don't give a shit. They fail to show gratitude. But I don't. I never used to do that, but I've done that a lot in the past couple of years because I felt like that's the only way that I'm going to be secure. Healthy and happy is the best thing in the world. A lot of people say, what is your biggest wish? They say, oh, millions of dollars. But what if you die the next day when you get your million? So I'd rather be happy and healthy and happy. So there you go. That's what I asked God for. I asked God to make sure he keeps me away from a hospital, keeps me healthy, and keeps me happy with work and gives me enough money to live and to be happy. I never say, hey God, bring me millions of dollars, I never ask for that stupid shit because that don't make no sense. You can't enjoy what you have if you're not healthy and happy. Yeah, and rightfully so. You should. If you do the same thing, you're on the right track. That's what I tell people all the time. If you pray, you'll be all right. I really genuinely mean it. You have to pray every day. If you don't, it's not going to look good for you. Praying every day, showing gratitude, giving gratitude to spirit, your past loved ones, acknowledge them. Every night before you go to sleep, pray. During the day, you can, ask spirit and God to help you and just protect you, keep you safe, and then you got to do your part too. And sometimes our part is just showing gratitude and just acknowledging the fact that there's a God and there's a spirit out there helping you. It's that simple. And it makes life so much easier if you do it and really genuinely mean it and genuinely, pray. You don't have to pray for too long. You can just do it a minute or two, multiple times. You don't have to sit there and do the whole rosary every day, and you can if you want to, but you don't have to do all that type of shit. It's just showing the gratitude. Yeah, people will never understand that. You know why, Justin? I think because people honestly think that when they pray, they should get it right away. And I tell people, oh, because you pray every day for a specific doesn't mean you're gonna get it. Because you're genuinely not praying for the things you really need. You're praying for something you want. So if God feels you don't need it, He's not going to give it to you, unless He wants to teach you a lesson. Then that's a different story. Yeah, a lot of people will never understand that. It's just life. And people will hear me say these things and they'll be like, oh well, what about you? Do you? And that's why I told you earlier, I don't really pray for a relationship or manifest a woman in my life. I'm tired of doing that. I used to do that every time because that was my biggest dream and biggest wish, was to have a woman and get married and have a child. But now I stopped praying for that. I pray for my health. I pray for myself. I pray for me. I pray for my family. I pray for, that I'm healthy and happy. I don't care about that shit, because that's not something that I need. That's something that I want. So I just tell God, look, every now and then when I have that feeling of wanting a woman, I just say, look, God, like I told you already, if you guys want to bring a good woman into my life, you can bring it to me. I'll do the rest. But if you can't find any good woman of my caliber and my standards and what I really want in a woman, then don't bring nobody. So until that day, I'm just gonna do what I have to do. And that's why God don't put that on my plate, because He knows that that's the last thing that I really care about. But like I said, when He's ready to give her to me, then He will. Simple. But I'm definitely not praying for that every day. That's a no-no. Because I used to do that and get carried away with that. Then when it didn't happen, I lost my faith. I was like, yeah, there's no God because I'm not getting what I want. Then my attitude changed. And I was like, you know what? Let me start asking for things that I really, really need. And that's why my life changed a lot. People think, oh, because you pray, you're going to get what you want. It don't work that way sometimes. But the main thing is gratitude. Showing gratitude is the best thing and best medicine, and the best way to stay healthy is to show gratitude. That's all. And a lot of times, God don't give us a person to be with because we're ready, but that person that is supposed to be with us is not ready. That's what I believe too. Like sometimes, like the person that's meant for you is going through their cycle of shit. So because you're ready, the other person might not be. So you just have to wait for that person to be ready to come to you. So it lines up. Like how they say the stars will line up. I strongly believe that that's what it is. Sometimes the person you're supposed to be with. But sometimes that person will come in your life and then will go just as fast. And sometimes the person that you want you get them, and the grass isn't as green as you thought. It happens. That's why you should love yourself more than anything. That's the best thing. Yeah, gratitude and the highest good, yes. Oh, we can all, show gratitude, but we have to mean it. We have to genuinely mean and really, really genuinely think that the gratitude we're showing is genuine. If not, it's not going to work because God knows if you're going to be true or not. He knows like you're just bullshitting to get what you want. Yeah. Hey Susan, I just got your donation. How you doing, sweetheart? You good? Yeah, that's for sure. I see that every day. I'm doing great, sweetheart. All's good. I'm trying to stay inside as much as I can, away from the heat. You're pretty good. Good to hear. Yeah, no problem. I always ask everybody how they're doing. It's just a habit I have, and I appreciate when people ask how I'm doing. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just trying to stay away from the heat. That's all. It's too fucking hot. Yeah, I know. I've been outside. I've been inside and outside and all over the damn place. But it doesn't matter. I gotta come outside at some point in that heat. And I'm like, oh, holy shit. Yeah, I agree, Jocelyn. I agree. Yeah. Here in Bermuda, it's 90 degrees. It was 90 degrees today. It's going to be 90 tomorrow. And during the nighttime, like right now, it says 83 degrees at night. I got my AC cranking, got the fans on. I just got my electricity bill and it was 30 something dollars more than last month. Oh no. Hopefully you're okay. That's shitty. I would hate to be attacked by bees. Oof. When I can't stand when I'm swimming. When I'm swimming in my pool, a friggin' bee always comes around. A bee always comes around me, and then like yesterday when I was in the pool, I had like this, like the basketball inside the pool, and the bee came right up to me, and I threw the ball at it, and it knocked him into the pool, and then I took a leaf and I scooped him out, and he flew away. Cause I don't want to kill the bee, but you ain't gonna sting me or come near me in no damn pool. Get your ass away from me. It happens like majority of the times there's dead bees in the pool, or a boo up the bee will come around us around the pool if I'm in there, and it pisses me off. I'm like, look, leave me alone. Today I didn't get no bees in the pool, but yesterday I got like try to get attacked by one. I'm like, no, you won't. So when I see a bee, I get the ball and I throw the ball at it and knock his ass out. Ugh. Oh shit. Ugh. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Yeah, same here. We got heat and humidity. Like right now, it's 83 degrees and 81 humidity. And it definitely feels like it when you go outside. It's like, what the hell? When I leave this air conditioned apartment and open that door, it feels like I'm opening up an oven. The last few days, it's been pretty bad here, and I know in places in the states it's like 100 and some degrees. So I know you guys are hotter than we are, but it's the humidity that aggravates me. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're okay. I would not want to be ugh, attacked by bees. I can't stand the things the insect I can handle is a cockroach. And we had a cockroach problem around here at one point where those bastards were like flying in the pool at us, and I'm like, yep, time to go. That's why I don't swim at night no more. Fuck cockroaches everywhere. Ugh, I hate that, man. 15 stings? Oh, shit. Damn. You should take like an Epsom salt bath and soak in it. It'll help, I'm sure. I hate getting stung once. Yeah, carpenter bees are worse. Yeah, that's crazy. Good thing you didn't get hurt badly. Uh, That sucks. Yeah, I know. 15 stings. One sting alone is bad. See, here we have those, I don't know what type of bees they are, but they're the yellow and black ones, the regular bees that sting with the butt thing in the back. I got stung. The last time I got stung by a bee, I was swimming in the pool. Not my pool, but somebody else's pool. I was just swimming. I didn't see it. And I went, my hand touched it and he stung me right on my finger. My finger swelled right up. Okay. Yeah. Well, as long as, it does some good, I guess. Yeah, I can't stand bees and insects. They're so annoying. Bees have been like on a rampage lately. Sometimes when I watch baseball games, you see like the bees go crazy and shit, and they have to stop the game. It happened just the other day. Yeah, I'm sure that's very true and very that can help because the sting will activate certain certain parts of the body. Well, hey, there you go. Maybe it happened for a reason. Oh, hey, maybe that happened for a reason to make your neck feel better. If that's what that did, so I guess it happened for a reason. Mm. My mom got stung by a wasp one time, and she was bleeding. She was all in pain. I saw it happen too. She was hanging up the clothes on the line, and the wasp was like right on the like clothesline, and she went and put her hand there to put the peg on, and it bit her. Well, it stung her, not bit her, but stung her. I remember it was years ago when I was young, and I saw it do it. She was in a lot of pain. Well, like I said, it was probably meant to happen. Maybe that it was meant to happen like that. It's strange, Susan, how that happens, but Sometimes spirit puts us in those predicaments. Yeah. Because acupuncture is like, needles and stings and whatever. I always thought about getting it for my back and for my legs. Maybe I should. Maybe this is a sign for me to get it. Yeah, I remember that vaguely about it, but I was like, hell no. But hey, if it works, I'd get it. If I knew it was going to work for sure, I'd definitely get it. I'd go through it. Yeah, I know. I might try it. I need to get some type of massage or acupuncture for my legs. My hamstrings are really bad on my back. Yeah, yeah, I know some of them have venom in them and shit. That's pretty cool how that is, like how that a bee would do that. That's crazy. Yeah, it is definitely. That's probably why I'm listening. That's probably why I'm hearing it. It's trying to tell me something. Maybe that's the only way. So Susan, you can ask your question when you're ready if you want, sweetheart. Yeah, oh, yeah, you just did. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know, Jocelyn. Me too. Why did your ex-boyfriend call me today? Why you didn't answer? You ignored the call. I don't blame you. Well, he called you because he's very worried. He feels incomplete without you. He's very insecure. Um, like he's wondering what you're doing, what you're up to. Um, like he wants to like pretty much be nice to you. Because I get him here as the King of Pentacles. Like he wants to show you that he's loyal, reliable. He wants to like show you that he's like working and he has, his finances better or whatever. But it's more of him like not having any romance from you or like he's just him being incomplete and unhappy and he's worried that, you know, he's not gonna end up being with you again. That's why he called. Like he wants to show you some type of like appreciation or something. Hmm. Like he's really hoping to reconnect with you and like talk to you. That's one of the main reasons why he called. He's not happy, he's worried, he's insecure, he doesn't have anybody in his life. Looks like he wants to get back with you. Like he's trying to show you the good side of him, or he has good news to tell you about himself. I get good things with him personally. Like he wants to tell you something to see if it'll change things. Yeah, he has some good news to tell you, and he thinks that you would appreciate the good news or things like that. But I still get him trying to overcome what he's done to you, and like he's got like some new idea. So he has some news to tell you. I don't know about what it doesn't say, but he just says like he's got some type of news that he realized. Yeah. Well, he figured you didn't answer that time. You probably want to answer again. So yeah, he's probably like, yeah, she didn't want to talk to me. He probably got the point. He might not try again to call you in the next like day or two. You'll probably wait a little while. You're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you too. I appreciate it. I don't see him calling again, like for like maybe a day or two. Like I don't see him trying to call again. Mm. He might not even text or anything. I think he got the point. Like, yeah. Yeah, King of Swords is him, and then Wheel of Fortune is like waiting and trying again later. That's what the Wheel of Fortune would mean in that question. Like he's gonna wait. He's gonna wait to a certain time and then try again, and being hopeful and that you'll answer or call him back. But no answer is an answer. So if you don't call him back or text him back, then that's his answer. Nope, and leave me alone. But it isn't nothing like it's good news about himself, but not like nothing about you. Yeah, Two of Swords is pretty much like he wants to maintain peace with you and like a truce. Like he wants to talk to you and he wants you to answer. He wants to communicate. That Two of Swords is like, let me try and see if I can talk to her again. And if she answers, I'll be happy. And I'm gonna like tell her, look, please, let's just talk and be friends and plead with you. That's a Two of Swords is like pleading his case. So yeah, it's pretty much the same shit. Yeah, that's frustration that he's not getting through. That's how he feels. The wands are the feelings of not getting what he wants. Just throw this in the trash. All right. All right. I gotta get out of here. It's like 1:35 in the morning. I gotta go get some sleep. I can't believe it's time is flying like that. I've been on here for almost 2 hours. Time's been flying today. This day went by so fast. It seems like when you don't do shit, it goes by fast. Damn it. During the day, it goes by slow, and then at night, it's like boom, boom, boom. The hours just fly by. King of Swords made me feel angry. Oh, the King of Swords reversed is an angry guy. But if the King of Swords is upright, it's not a bad guy. It's just a person who's working and trying to make their life better. But if the King of Swords came out reversed, then it's a bad situation. So it all depends if it comes out reversed. The King of Swords upright is not a bad person. The King of Swords reversed is. All the kings reversed are bad, but not upright. No problem, sweetheart. Thanks again. I appreciate it. All right. Good night, Jocelyn, Virgo, Susan, Miss Bikini. If you're still here, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I might come on during the day tomorrow for a bit, like I did today, and then again at night. I'm chilling out this weekend, so I'll be more active on here probably. I'm taking a break from work, so I'll be on here for a bit. So I might come on like in the afternoon or early morning, see what happens. I'll probably come on in the afternoon, like 1 o'clock my time. Alrighty. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your Saturday tomorrow and your Friday night tonight. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.